guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brown Nicole. If you're new here, if you're not new here, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about all YouTube tips and tricks, and I really hope you guys tune in. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button. I'm going to catch you guys in the video. All right, y'all, I'm back. So yeah, we're gonna talk about tips and tricks on YouTube. And if you have a YouTube channel and you just need a little bit of push and oomph, hopefully these tips will help. I'm sorry about the running upstairs. They literally don't sit down. So if you hear that, I apologize. All right, so first is your titles. So your titles are super important, just as everything else that I'm about to say in this video. Everything is very important. Oh man, the sun went away. But yeah, so the first thing is the titles. So you don't want to be boring. You want to be very creative with your channel. You don't want to be boring. I feel like I may be becoming boring because I'm kind of losing subscribers here and there, and I don't really appreciate that, but you know, it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna keep working and trying and like doing what I have to do to get more subscribers and not lose them, but that's beside the point. So we're gonna talk about, so don't be boring in your titles. Don't make your titles like too long, but make sure they're long enough. You don't want to like have like extensive titles, and that's something that I used to do. Like I used to put these words, put a line, put more words, put a line, put more words, put a line, put more words until there was no more space, and just don't do that. So yeah, you want to make sure it's long enough. You want to use caps. There are a lot of people who don't use caps, so I really don't think that that's like a big deal, but it just, you know, draws more attention. I feel like it draws more attention to what you're about to talk about. You want to avoid using clickbait. I've said this in my previous videos, like you don't want to say the video is about something and it's about something totally different, because then people are just gonna immediately click off and your views are just gonna go down. Next you want to, all right, so next we're gonna talk about thumbnails. I've talked about this too previously in my videos. I used to not take my thumbnails as seriously, and I just started taking them more serious and like actually putting in more effort as far as my thumbnails go, because I literally would, before I was starting to get to the point where I would just post a picture and that's it, no words on it, just a picture of like me probably in the video, and that's it. Like that's not okay. Don't ever do that. There was one time I did that and I think I went back and fixed it. I don't know if it's still there, but so there's that. You want to make sure that your thumbnail is grabbing people's attention. So you want to make sure you have a lot of maybe colors, make it like collage kind of like, and I've also been trying to make sure I use the same font each time to make it like, you know, more noticeable and easier as far as like if somebody's looking for a specific video to watch of me. But yeah, sometimes I can't remember which font I used, and I use Fonto to make my thumbnails, so sometimes all of the fonts start to look the same, so I kind of just try to stick around the same font, but I really don't know if it's the exact same font. But if you can, try to do that too. You want to make sure that your thumbnail size is 1280 by 720. You want to make sure that your thumbnails are not blurry. You want to make sure that your thumbnails are high resolution, and you want to make sure that and then next is when to post and record. So posting consistently is number one, and you want to make sure that you record consistently, because that way if you keep recording, you're always gonna have something to edit and post, and that's something that I am currently doing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very tedious, but it's also really fun. Like it's almost like a challenge for me because I'm actually doing the 75 hard, so this has been like fun, like to actually get this done and like post it, like yeah, I just did that type of thing. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you're consistently recording, consistently posting. I'm not saying you have to post every day. I've been posting every day because I'm trying to build my platform and like see what really sticks and what my subscribers like and don't like. So I mean, you can post every day, like I'm not telling you not to, but also like it's kind of difficult to do that, especially when you have a job. So but you can always make time, you can always do that, but make sure you're posting consistently, maybe every other day, maybe once a week, and maybe every day if that's something that you choose to do. And then next is the music. So you want to make sure that you're using non-copyright written music. You want to make sure that the music is non-copywritten. I usually get my music from YouTube. I'll search up non-copywritten music, I'll screen record it, whatever song it is. Sometimes it'll say non-copywritten and it will be copywritten. So once you do that, I don't like this shadow on my neck, bro, and it keeps going like towards the bottom of my face. So once you do that. Okay, once you're able to see if it's, so this happened to me yesterday. I posted a video that had copywritten music and it took mad long for my video to even upload, and once it uploaded it told me like this is copyright. So I deleted it and then I re-put different music. Sometimes that will happen, and obviously you don't want that to happen, because then say you're getting paid from YouTube, you're not going to get paid by that video or from that video because it's copywritten. So you want to just try to be careful. I know there's a lot of times like people will say that it's non-copyright, but it still is copyright. And yeah, so just be really careful with that. You can also search on SoundCloud for non-copyright music. I've never done that personally, but I've heard about it before. So, but yeah, or if you make your own music, you can use your own music. Simple as that, and then you'll never get copywritten because it's yours. Next is editing. So you want to, if you can, edit the same day. Like if you're doing a vlog, just start editing. Keep on going, start editing that day. If it's like a weekly vlog, start editing that day. Like just each day, edit, so that way you don't have to do it all at one time. And then once that day comes that you're done with your weekly vlog, you can post. And you don't have to stress too much to do the whole thing. So that's really my little tips and tricks that I have. I would say like consistency, I feel like is definitely like the top of the list. You want to just make sure you're super consistent, and you want to make sure that you're engaging with your audience. There's a lot of times like I don't get a lot of comments right now as far as like my videos go. Like I don't get a lot of comments on my videos unless it's like hair related. That's usually when I get the most comments. But I am trying to grow out of just doing hair content, so that's like where I'm struggling at right now, but hopefully it will happen soon and y'all will love just seeing me, honestly. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my tips and tricks. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button, and I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video.